Ad starting, but we'll get started in about 2 minutes. All right, good morning. We're back with another day of finishing our LD compo entry here, Following Wind. Today I think we're going to work on brushing up our ship designs. Yesterday we kind of tried see if we could do like a larger scale ship to accommodate like a 2-pixel wide mast. It was not practical, so we're just going to work on doing a bit of recoloring to our existing ship. See if we can add a little bit more texture, maybe create a couple of variants that communicate some different characteristics. Maybe one that's narrower and sleeker, and one that's more like bulbous and slightly larger, but not, 2x scale or anything like that. We'll see. We'll see what we can accommodate. I think the first thing will be to just spruce up what we've got, see if we can add some coloring and some shading and things like that. The other thing I want to try to do is create a consistent pivot point. Put a consistent pivot point around here. me see how I structured this. We have a little bit of room. I guess let's maybe this is a new thing. Like, how about ship repaint? Let's see what we can do. One thing I think we want to think about is how the ship is very side on. I think we decided to go for a slightly more top-down look. And I think that's pretty easily achieved. The easiest way to achieve that would be to just add transparency below the waterline. And that would give us more of an impression that the ship is, like, you know, we're looking more pretty much at the top of the ship. We could try to shorten up the sail a little bit, but I feel like the sails we have are, like, basically perfect. I say basically because these sails are basically just the regular sails flipped upside down and backwards. So maybe there's some room there for improvement. But also, like, maybe not. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I definitely want to get a little more texture into the ship body itself. Well, let's look at opacity first. That's easy. At the side. Wrong layer. Something like this. It's another way we can distinguish the size of the ship too, is have them submerged underwater to different extents. Now let's just do like a single line stroke, essentially. Yeah, we like that. Hey, Robotech. Morning, how's it going? You still, yeah, it's good. Are you still sprucing up your, doing some post-jam work? Because I certainly am. I'm reaching like almost 2 weeks of post-jam dev here. All right, we're adding a little below the waterline transparency here for the ships. I think it'll be good. It'll make the ships seem more like we're looking at them from above. It'll blend in better with our water effect. And otherwise, I kind of wanted to do something around the rim of the decking. I was kind of tempted to try to raise the back of the ship a little bit and create a different texture. I don't know. One thing that's a little awkward is the ship very clearly comes to a point this way, but when we're looking at the diagonal, it like does not. Not sure how we could do that in a way that's convincing. I don't think we can just like, going great, you got your game key bindings to work. That's awesome. Do we just do that? Is that like good enough? Or does that just look weird now? I think it actually looks fine. Let's do that. Add a point to the ship. Every day fixing or refactoring a game seems so much easier to you. Yeah, I get that. I really kind of like the workflow that I have, that I got just by being in the game jam. Like the fact that I got a game that was like mostly okay, good. Like the fact that I got a game that was like mostly playable and like pretty put together in such a short time span, it makes me feel better refactoring it and improving it like incrementally. But when I'm working on like my main game, which is like getting very slowly built up with like, as I'm like very consciously working on like making sure I have the right architecture and everything, it feels way less rewarding than something like this where you get something out really quick that's basically playable and then you try to just polish it. That feels so good. Whereas like refactoring my main game, which is just this very low, like just a slog because it's not playable yet. It's mostly just an idea and like a bit of a like tech stack and some early assets. This feels good. The fact that I can just hit the play button. I feel pretty motivated to keep improving this, which is nice, which is a nice feeling. Yeah, zoomed out, this looks fine. Alright, so we pointed the ships a little more. We made a water line. Yeah, so true. That's exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, exactly. You get it. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to stare at a big pile of code and assets that you've been working on for months that don't do anything yet. But yeah, when you make a game in like a week or a weekend and it's basically working, yeah, it feels really good. It feels really motivating to keep crunching on it. So we'll keep working on this until we're happy with it. What is going on back here? Is this just how this looks? It is just how this looks. Okay. So what if I want to make like a rim around the edge of the ship? How am I going to do that? So these are the two colors I use. 72 and 73. I think I'll need a lighter color for the rim, something like this maybe. What is this? 68? This one's okay too, 71. This one's a little warmer. More into the orange. This one's subtler. Let's start with subtle. See how we feel about this. You can always recolor it. We'll need to do more than just this. I don't know if I love this color. Try the other one. Let's look around. Are there better browns? This is what I get for not making my own color ramp. Kind of just at the mercy of the creator here. This one's really subtle, but might actually end up being the best one. That's nice. When's this? 16, index 16. Thing is though, how will I do any kind of shadow underneath this? Can't use that. Yeah, I'm a little limited in terms of my palette, but maybe that's enough. Maybe that simple rim around it. This is too much, right? Like way too bright and orange. Yeah, that's like ridiculous. Maybe we want to use that if we like make a gilded ship variant, like a high value golden ship or something. Another option. Go even darker on the sides of the ship and use this as kind of like a, I don't know. Let's start with an outline and let's see how we feel. Can always do more. Also kind of want to try raising the back of the ship a little bit. I think that could be kind of cool. We need to figure out how to communicate that. Like, most ships aren't flat like this. They'll usually have they'll like have a raised back end and then like a main deck. I want to try to communicate that, if possible. Turn the preview on. Not really using that corner of the screen. Oh, that's, you can't see that. I'll put it here. I don't use the preview enough. Really good way of telling me whether the detail I'm painting is even readable. Well, I don't know if this is the final resolution. This is actually maybe bigger than it is. Probably gonna be more like that on screen, huh? Yeah, like that. Yeah, the Ludum Dare ratings come out tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, Friday evening, my time. And a little nervous. Excited, nervous to see how I stack up. I know a lot of people who are like, who only got like 20 something ratings, which is like the requirement. Get your full grade. I got like 80 plus, and I'm hoping they like the game. Why is the ship bigger here than it is here? Oh, I can answer that. I understand. It's because this nose is here, so it's not taking up additional space, but here the nose is taking up an additional pixel. Yeah, you too. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Nervous. I was kind of oblivious to like just the sheer number of game jams that are happening all the time. I mean, I've seen the spreadsheet of like the here's all the game jams going on, so like I kind of knew, but I hadn't really been paying attention to the community as much, and now I'm like blown away because like I finished Ludum Dare, and then like Fox Hollow, the Fox Hollow game jam was going, and then like the Jackie Codes game jam was going, and kind of blown away. Seems like a lot to keep up with if you try to. Hey Sozy. How's it going? How's your day? How's your day been? We're kind of repainting my little ship. We've done very little. We've been very constrained. We've gone from this. Made some very minor changes. We added a water line. We added a little outline. We added some points to the diagonals. Curious to see if that water line is low enough or high enough, I guess would be the thing. I bet it is. I bet it's fine. Yeah, let's get that out here, I guess. What do I need to do? I need to hide this. Take this. Yeah, I might need to move this down for a second. This. Copy it. I need to open up the ship body file. It's all in the details. Yeah, true. I need to remember what I need to do here as far as the positioning. So I guess I want to make a new layer for the moment. Call it repaint. We'll move them so that they overlap. Anonymous gifter. That's so sweet. Thank you for giving out that tier 1. Very nice of you. Appreciate that you didn't want to get called out as the gifter, but still, I appreciate you individually and not you as Anon. We're just overlapping. Make sure we've got the right positioning here. This one looks weird. This way. We'll hide this. Save this. Export this. That's the only thing that changed. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what we got now. Yeah, it's nice. Nice little extra bit of detail. Can't really tell about the water line, but that's okay. so the full lifetime sails really do just keep, or the full lifetime gusts of winds really just go across the whole map. That's okay. That's fine. Kind of cool being able to decide whether you're in a hurry and you want to speed them up, or you're just like, this should be fine. I don't want to risk interfering. Okay, so that's a cool change. I probably shouldn't try to do any more, at least not for this version of the ship. I do kind of want different versions of the ship too, still, like a overloaded bulbous like treasure galleon version and stuff. But I think it's going to be really hard to communicate that unless I have like a UI element that like helps. Was hidden time? Dang it. Turn it back. It's a nice little improvement, nonetheless. Doesn't do quite as much to communicate the more top-down visuals that I was looking for, but I don't think we can do better than this, really, with the sail and everything that we have. So if I grab the sail file, these are all anchored now, right? Yeah, okay, they're all anchored to the same place. So that means they're going to jump around on the ship. Or no, the ship is going to jump around and the sail chain is in the same place. That seems correct. Is there anything else we can do? I mean, I kind of want to just play around with the idea of... idea of like a back deck, like, let me hear, like, it would look like this. It would be, I don't think we have enough. I mean, obviously we can't do any of the sail stuff, but we're missing the kind of typical raised back that most ships have, but I don't know if we have the resolution for it, or if we even need it, really. It could be nice because the way it kind of works, I don't know. It could be nice. This person got a lot of little detail in a very small ship sprite. They also did side on. This is still bigger than the sprite that we have. This is awesome. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, there's some really amazing stuff people have done with this. At very low resolutions. Alright, we got an ad in a minute. I'm just going to kind of continue just puttering about and thinking about what I want to do next. This is an asset pack. You kind of just want to look at this picture. Cute. Yeah, I'm struggling to communicate the... Oh, that's probably something I could do. So... Well, no, I guess we're too top down. If we were more side on, we could probably do something here. With like a shadow. We also have a pretty limited palette, but I could also just start making colors. It like wouldn't be the end of the world to like make a custom color here. Copy this. Copy this and mess around with what like a larger ship might look like. I feel like a smaller one would be easy, but actually let's say ship repaint large. Let's make one for this. And let's also say ship repaint small. So I think it would be easier to start with. So a small would be like really narrow. And we could even go for a different kind of sail. We could go for like a triangle sail to communicate that it's like more resilient in terms of its ability to catch the wind, but I don't know. I think that's overthinking it maybe. But see if we could at least make a bigger one. Like largely within the confines of what we have. So what would be the noticeable things about a bigger ship? One is that it would sit lower in the water. So we could raise the water line even higher. I don't know. I don't know if we actually want to do that. Now that I think about it. It would let me make the ship bigger, that's for sure, because it would take pixels away from the bottom. So it could be wider. We don't really have room to make the ship longer, per se, unless we do have it sink more. So let's do that just to see, just so we can... Oh, that's not how this works. Oops. Larger we make the ship, the more noticeable it's going to be that it's off center, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe now is our opportunity to put in a back deck. We'll make it more bulbous, and maybe we'll raise the back deck part. I don't know what the word for that area of the ship is. I don't really know any of that stuff, but... So if we were going to raise this, we would do something like this. We would raise the back part here. A little hard to communicate. I think it's doable. I want like like an actual element. I don't want to just make it a little bigger. I feel like if it's just a little bigger, it's going to be really hard to read as like a different kind of ship. want to like add a characteristic to it. Maybe it'll be easier if I do the side view first. We made this, what, pixel wider on each side? Then the goal here is going to be to say this, but sits lower in the water. But we want to take like the back chunk of it and like raise it up. So to raise it up well, we need to probably make this one line. Same thing here. That looks really bad. What did I do? I closed my reference. Why would I do a thing like that? How do I get something like this? I need better use of shadow. Just trying to raise a little section. So maybe making it flat was not the right approach. This is fine. Need to better communicate the difference here. These are the same colors, and that's the problem. So we need to, we take this, we like go cheating and start using colors outside of the palette here. Sort of, not quite. Oh, I think we want a shadow here as well. So we want to take in there. We're starting to get there. This looks really stupid. We're starting to get there. Probably too far up is probably what it is. Well, probably also we don't want it to go all the way through. Maybe the outline is the problem. Maybe we just do it like this. Better. Still not great. It's better. Maybe we make the ship a little longer. We have room. Maybe move this back. Maybe that's the problem. It's crowded a little. Pixel art is so hard. I am right there with you, Sozy. The difference between something that reads believably and something that looks horribly wrong, the distance between those things feels very, very slight. Maybe we want, and maybe instead of less below the waterline, we actually want more. We actually probably want this to be not quite as opaque. So we want it to sit low, but we want to suggest that there's like a ton of ship under here. This is looking okay. Like this is looking definitively like, you know, a different ship. I think we still want... I'm starting to cheat where I'm starting to like get a lot more gradients. Like I'm widening this ramp just using opacity, which is like maybe not the best way to do it. This is gonna be hard to recreate this. But we're starting to add some shadow, which is cool. Do we add it more? Oh, I guess you wouldn't see it there, would you? You might see it here, though. I mean, that definitely reads as a bigger, more substantial ship now. We could probably make it a corresponding bigger sail and mast. I don't know if I'm totally happy with it, but it is something. Or are these? It's like the original. So the original is 9 pixels across when sideways, and it's 7 pixels across when, I mean, vice versa, whatever. It's 9 when it's facing up or down, and it's 7 pixels across when it's side to side. So we need to be conscious of that. So right now it is now 9 pixels across side to side. So it should be like 11 this way. It is, so that's good. I'm okay with this for now, I think. I think it accomplishes the goal. It could be bigger. There is room to make it even more bulbous, but then it's like gonna be as wide as it is long, which is maybe not what we're going for. Okay, so what if I wanted to recreate that over here? How am I going to do that? I guess the way I do that is to bring this part of it up. By a pixel. How did I achieve that? Okay, I'm already running into trouble. Or I'm like unsure how I achieved a specific look. That's 3. Or did I just do that? No. That's fine. Well, let's just get something that's good enough, and we'll fix it later. Make it consistent later, I should say. Just get something that communicates what we're doing. To work? No worries. Yeah, thank you, Robotech. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great day at work. And here's the really hard part. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to communicate this diagonally. Hey, Bard Lane. Thank you for the shipment. We're having mixed success with trying to make a bigger ship that has like the double deck style deal like this, where you have like the little thing in the back that's raised. The typical raised aft quarters. I don't know what the right word is for it. Oh, this is a big one. Yeah, we're trying to go ship ship that has really nothing going on the deck to something with a little more complexity. I think we're doing okay. Ship's looking good. I think this one looks good. I think the side on looks good. The rear one is a little awkward. I'm trying to foreshorten it as best I can. It's a little difficult. More challenging. Yeah, it's got a little fanny pack. That's the way to think of it. That's kind of how I want the player to think of it too. I want them to think of, oh, this is a bigger ship. It's got more stuff in it. It's got like more people or more cargo or whatever. It's got more. It's just got more. I wonder if the pirate one should have like little cannons on the deck. Be cute. So I'm going to do, well, flipping this will just be trivial. This would be a trivial thing to do. So am I happy with this one? Probably. I keep trying to look at the preview. And convincing myself this is, you know, for the size that people are going to see it, this is fine. I haven't totally convinced myself of that yet, but what I'm telling myself. Let's grab this. Oh, it's here. Let's flip it. And let's get rid of this one. I think we'll need a bigger sail as well to communicate it, or a double sail. Probably a bigger sail. I don't think I could animate a double sail. I'm very concerned about doing the diagonals. Oh, Mary Claire, thank you for the follow. Thank you for getting us to our follower goal. We're working on a little post-jam development here for my Ludum Dare entry. We're trying to make... Right now we've only got one little type of ship, which is this little guy. And we're trying to work on some additional ship designs, which is pretty challenging at the resolution that we're working at. But this is a game where you control the wind. You can summon gusts of wind to redirect ships. Oh, that ship couldn't be redirected. Here we go. So you're trying to avoid obstacles. There are pirates, which are these black-sailed ships, which you should also probably come up with a recolor for the pirate ship that changes the ship body color, too. Use, like, more of a grayish brown. We'll make that decision. Oh, nope. Don't you dare. Yeah, the goal is to get all of your worshippers here to your temple safely. It is easier said than done. One of my ships crashed. Maybe an enemy ship crashed. That's another thing we gotta deal with. We need a different audio cue for when a pirate ship crashes. Oh, we missed. Oh, we knocked them off course. Turn around. Yeah, this gets out of control very quickly. Turn around. I'm using maximum strength winds, which I really shouldn't be using. I'd be more comfortable getting my target to the objective slowly. At low intensity. Oh, well, we scored a whole bunch, so... Yeah, that's what we're working on. Tons of errors. Oh. I can't reference this anymore. Sorry, something's in my eye. Combo sprite. Let's get rid of that. And where do we reference that in the code? Oh, a couple places. But really appreciate you stopping by, hanging out. Kind of a newbie pixel artist, so we're kind of struggling a little bit here, but we'll get there, I think, eventually. I always have trouble with the foreshortening here. Oh, we need some shadow. Luckily, this one doesn't need to look pretty good because the mast is going to cover it up pretty much all the time. This is actually not good. This division here that I've drawn needs to not be this. It's super weird and confusing and is making it hard. It looks cool for this angle, but for every other angle, it's making my life harder. That's simpler, but it's going to be a lot more readable in these situations. We just do this. That's a lot better. So this. Put this here. Maybe not. This is gonna make our lives easier. We're almost at the point that I've been dreading for a while now. Don't actually need this part. Okay, these ones look fine. Let's... I've got an inconsistent below the waterline color here, and I kind of need to pick one of these. Or do I not? Are we actually using the same? Or is it the same color at different opacities? Is what I'm guessing. A229, A191, A19... Yeah, okay, let's use the A191. Might be too low, but we'll see. Good morning, still needs work. Hello. Welcome to the stream today. How are you doing this morning? Got your coffee? Everything else is negotiable? We're fiddling around with a bigger version of the ship, one that has the the raised aft deck. We also repainted, we added a little highlighting and changed the silhouette a little bit for the regular ship. But we're also painting big ship. And we did the side on and the front and the back views, and they're okay. I think I used the wrong color here. No, that's the right color. Okay, looks weird. But I am very much dreading trying to figure out the diagonal version of this. Also smudged my glasses pretty badly. All right, how are we going to do this? So the changes we've made is we basically widened the ship and we've raised the back. So let's start with this one. So we've widened the ship. That should be the thing we deal with first. How much have we widened the ship? I think it's just 1 pixel in each direction. So the easiest thing to do, I guess, then would be to just grab this stuff, pull it out, then figure out where we need to insert a pixel. That. feel like that's not quite enough, but doing it again might be too much. Let's try it. Okay, that did not work well. I guess I could like magic select this. Magic wand tool or something. No, I know we've got one of you. There we go. This is like too big now. Is it? Maybe not. So we need to flatten out the back, which we haven't so far rendered very well. Okay, thank you, Magic Wand Tool. Thank you, Magic Wand Tool. It started getting drunk with power. Hey, Edomoth. Chip it. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. The sides look okay. I'm not super happy with the back and the front, but I think it's serviceable. I think the two-tone... I think just the fact of the two-tone back deck alone really helps readability, and I was getting a little overcomplicated with it. But then I remembered that we should probably just rely on the basic silhouette as much as possible. Try not to go too crazy. Okay, so let's flatten out the back. This is going to be interesting. This is challenging, I'll say that. I think that's okay. Maybe just something more like that. Or like that. I don't know. Not sure about that part. Actually, I guess we're going to need to lift this section up anyway. So we're going to need to figure out... Let's close this, at least. We're going to end up with something more like this. I'm a little concerned about doing the front as well, because the front is pointy. Front is going to be tricky. I guess we want to change this a little. We want to say... We want to take this. I think it's a little big, so let's take it down one. And one again. No, that's too small. I think it does have to be this. That's going to make the nose a little awkward, but that's fine. Not throw ourselves on our sword until we have to here over this. Let's just say... I'm a little concerned about doing the nose. Doing the nose justice here. It was easy when it was this, because we could just make a point. And call it a day. We might have actually over-widened the ship. Do we say something like this? Maybe we put one here. I don't know. There's a point at which that line gets too straight. Maybe we just bring it in. So maybe we keep the back bulbous, but we bring in the front and we try to blend it out a little. I don't know. Not totally convinced what the solution here is going to be. Yeah, I'm not super happy with any of that. Let's work at the back. I think we are more comfortable fixing the back here. So the back needs to go up. It needs to get raised compared to the rest of it. We need to at least raise this section. up 1. And let's try to get the water line correct here. What you working at? Jam is almost over. Hey, Frenzy. Yeah, we're doing post-jam support. Here, we've come a long way. We're fiddling around with some pixel art, which is rough. We're making a bigger version of our ship, but this is where we're currently at, which... Let me grab what the game looked like before. So, we looked like this before. Just flat blue background, very little going on. I mean, functionally this game is the same, but this is where we're looking at right now. We've really punched up the post-jam version. We haven't done a lot of new content. We've just been kind of improving what we have, but that's what we're starting to work on, is coming up with new content. I want new islands. I want some new ships. We definitely improved the UI around the wind. So yeah, just getting this. I am very excited for the grading, the rating. The rating's coming out on Friday. I am excited. I'm nervous. All of the emotions that I should be probably for this sort of thing. Oh no, I don't know how to... Oh, yeah, I do know how. Crash. Alright, that was easy to crash that. Yeah, we're trying to finish up some nice improvements. Maybe in the next couple of weeks we'll put out a little post-mortem video on what we did and where it currently looks and everything. How we scored, all of that good stuff. Anyway, how's it going? How have you been since the jam? Yeah, right now we want a bigger version of the ship, so we're trying to like we're trying to like add a aft deck section. I mean, this is a really stupid example because this picture is huge. I don't know. I guess this is a good example. Yeah, we're trying to raise the back of the ship a little bit. We're doing some stuff. Oh, I like this pirate ship. Right now I'm struggling with the diagonal version of this. We got the front, the back, and the side-to-side version of a bigger ship with a little raised aft area, but now I'm trying to communicate it in diagonals, and it's a bit of a struggle. Not gonna lie. Maybe we move this down. This. That just look weirder. It looks even weirder. Ugh. Okay. So let's finish the outline here. So this one, when it's at its side, it's what, like 5 or 6 pixels across diagonally, and then this way across, it's like 9 pixels across, 8 or 9 pixels across. And so this should probably be somewhere in between. So it's somewhere between 6 or 7 and 9, 7 or 9. So it should be about It's tough because it's diagonal. But whatever. Let's fix this. So this is wrong. This is causing us a lot of the grief here. Is this not being curved out correctly? But we need to communicate that here. So we probably need to say... Probably need to bring this in. That's not quite right. Maybe if we say this, and we shadow it a little or something? I don't know. Maybe this being 3 is too much. Maybe it should be 2. Oh well, let's see if we can come up with a dividing line between the front and the back. That should help us here. Where's the mast? Seeing where the mast is should help a lot. So something like this. I'm just losing the thread a little bit on the basic ship layout here. The other mast too as well. No, the mast is no longer in the middle of the ship. That's a bit of a problem. Transition is pretty awkward. Maybe we do it like that. How much space do we have there? 3? Yeah, that's not enough. Starting to get there. Maybe this should be out by 3. Or is this 4? This is even 4. Maybe it should go up more. We do something like that. That's starting to take shape. Better communicating the step down. Yeah, that's looking better. We need to deal with the nose. I'm not happy with our options for the nose here. Let's try to get the back end to look nearly as good as the front end here. This is 4. Now 3. So this is 2 on this side, 2 on that side. Okay, so let's trim the cruft here. Better, better, better. This is still a little unbalanced here. Maybe we want to go out one more before we go in. I guess having this be one unbroken line is a bit of a problem. This, the bottom, the close end curves, and the back end right now is just a straight line. So we could probably improve on that. But how? Like this? Do like this? Doesn't look quite right, but maybe if we change it to this. Oh, I have to remember that it steps down. So we actually want something a little awkward. We want something like this. So if it steps down, actually, maybe we can do something like this. Still needs more curve out on the back. Let's look at one we already have again. So okay, that helps. So there's a bit of a mirror going on here. So if I can get the lower end right? I can kind of mirror it at the top. It doesn't account for the fact that for the raise here, but we can do something close. If I can get something close, we'll be happy. It's one of those things where I should probably also work on this version. The one where the point is forward. I should probably do the point forward and the point back. I'll finish this one up as best I can, and then we'll do the point forward one, and we'll probably end up transferring some small changes back and forth to get them more in line with what we want. 4. Probably be at least. Huh. I guess that no longer is applying the way we're doing this. Something like that feels more correct. Kind of exaggerated, but I think softening the end is reasonable here. I just need to get this curve feeling good. And that just is awkward because of this dividing line. So yeah, let's get the sail in here, and let's just smooth this curve out a little bit. Do we say something like this? Something like this. And we can do a little stuff with shadows to make that feel a little better. I think this maybe is a little too rounded now, or maybe this just isn't enough rounded. All right, yeah, let's add a little shading. That seems closer to what you're looking for. Yeah, I think you're right. We add some of these subtle shadows here, which I think I'll punch up at some point. They're just really minor at the moment. Add a little bit more of a sense of that change. Where's the mast sit? The mast sits there. Sail sit there. It's maybe too big now. But I think if it is, it's in the nose, not the back. If the nose is too big, that seems like a reasonably easy thing to fix. Maybe not. Maybe it's fine. I mean, it's definitely bigger than the sideways ones. Think it looks good? Yeah, we probably are. It's probably as good as it's going to get. The only thing we could probably do to shorten it up would be to curve. Would be to like do something like this. Curve it back in somehow. Be a little awkward to do that side. Or maybe not. Maybe that's a little better. I think that's maybe what we want. But we'll see. Easy to change back. But now it's not. Now it doesn't extend quite so far forward. And now it's very bulbous. All right, let's copy it to the front and see what we think of it. Really disorienting. That's not what I want at all. So to get it to look like that, we shift it horizontally, then vertically, then horizontally again? No. So do I just do horizontally and then fix it? I don't remember how I did this easily. Maybe this is as good as we get, and we just flip the... Yeah, we probably just do this, and then we flip the bottom parts here. And the shadow, obviously. Like this. Might be easier to just redraw it. I feel like I did it using just flips before, but maybe I didn't. I'd have to look at the VOD, and I don't know, I want to do that. Back looks a little weird. Why? Probably because I extended this too far forward. Looks pretty much all right. We just need to flip these shadows. Get rid of these. I'm actually pretty okay with this. If there are any issues, it's maybe that the side one looks a little small, but I think that's correct for the perspective. The real question is, do we use the same sail? Or do we flip the sail? Or do we make a bigger sail? Because I'm thinking the bigger ship body with the same sail will actually read as a larger ship. Whereas if we just make the sail bigger, then proportionally the whole thing is just bigger. So we would need to change the shape of the sail. I think. Override the ship body export for a second just so we can see this in action. If we want to do that, we have to hide all of this, then hope that these are in the right spot. They look good. They look like in the right spot. Ship body. Here. Well, no, what we should do is we should just copy this over to the ship body. Where do I have ship body? It's right here. Fine. Yoink. Or probably what I want to do is say new layer, large. And we'll just copy this stuff over. Man, the time just flew by today. Hard to believe it's been almost 2 hours already. That's what happens when you just really dig into a specific thing like this. What am I doing now? Checking the ship, I guess. Nope. So I did not successfully do what I wanted to do. Oh, so I need to go here. The export. All right. Let's watch these sail around. Yeah, making progress. That's all you can do, right? I mean, all you can do is work and hope that you're making progress, but... Oh yeah, these are chunky. The sail's in the wrong spot, but that's probably a side effect of them just being much bigger. I think these pretty obviously read as a different ship. I may indeed make a larger sail for them, though. And then I guess seeing both of them on screen at once will be convincing. I don't know. I kind of like it with the small sail. It kind of sells the fact that they're chunky and not very maneuverable. I mean, although at the moment, yeah, that's broken. What if we flip the sail to the other side? So I'll need to reposition stuff for this ship. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think the ship bodies turned out weirdly well. I think simplifying it. I was watching some dev doing some pixel art stuff as well, and they were trying to make some new little critters at really low res, and they were just like, they had the same thing happen to them, and they were like, you know, I'm getting too complicated. Just go for something two-tone. And then if you've got the two tones, they'll really stand out from anything that just has the one tone. And you can usually recognize it. It's a little hard to see when the ships are going straight down. But the nose is... they're just so bulbous compared to the other ship that I think it's fine. I think if I make a smaller ship, we need a different sail design. I think if we make a smaller ship, like a really thin small ship, we'll go with like a triangular sail, like a sloop. We'll try to distinguish the silhouette more than just with the body, because I think it'll be kind of hard to tell. This looks pretty cool. I'll have to think about what I would want a different sail to look like. You know, the sail positioning's funky, or the mast positioning is funky, but that's to be expected. There's one thing I'm a little concerned about, which is relative positioning of the mast. Is that really just a side effect of... okay, it's just a side effect of the positioning that I have for the smaller ship. Because I don't... huh. We might need a more complex sail sprite sheet. Like, here's the white sail. Do these move? No, this is the same position. These are all anchored to the same position on each cell, which I don't think we can do for the large ship. Maybe it just needs to be a different cell. Maybe it needs to be left one or something like that for the large sail. We'll see. We'll make a bigger sail. Maybe it'll be broader. Maybe it'll be another broader, taller. I don't know. We have a lot of room. We're really not using the room very much for the small sail. I've got another 10 minutes, something like that. Just spitball a larger sail for a few minutes. New layer. Oh. Large sail. A large sail would need a large mast. A large mast could be bigger. Is this right? Should this be like shifted over? Be like this. Oh. Is this not? Oh, right. So should this be more like this? Probably want to make this a little taller. Not like that, but big. Be like really go for the gusto here. I want it out more, but not as long. That's what we want here. It's like too much. I love how I just ended up lucking into like such a good sail design. Originally, just this little sail is like perfect. going out too far. What's happening here? I mean, I should probably just draw a rectangle and use ellipses to curve it. That's what I did the first time. Oh well, we're just messing around. We're just trying to get a feel for what a large sail might be. Might be like... doesn't billow enough. Not terrible. Better. Still not great. Oh well, pretty much out of time today. Pop this down on here and see how we feel about it. I think it's wrong. I think it's too big, but also not the right shape. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, it's a little too... I don't know. Bigger sail, doesn't it? Yeah, we're just trying out a bigger sail. Also don't like this. I thought I'd try this. I thought this would be more balanced to do that, but I think I prefer this better. In which case, actually, whole mast needs to move now. I don't want to hide the bottom of the mast is the thing I don't want to do, but maybe that's ultimately what's going to happen. It's not bad. It's almost too big now. Maybe it could be flatter. Terminate earlier. That's like way too high though. Yeah, I don't know. We'll keep looking at it. I probably just went up too far. Probably stick with like a 4 or something. 4 wide instead of a 5 wide. All right. But very happy with the progress we made today. Very happy with our new big ship. I think it's good. I think it's proportional. I think putting it below the waterline like this, having this below waterline level, makes it look more top down than it used to. Yeah, I'm very happy with these. Oh well, but I got a meeting. I got a work meeting in about 15 minutes. I gotta go get ready for that. But yeah, this was a really good day. Tomorrow we'll close it out. We'll probably see if we can do a bigger sail, maybe do a smaller ship. And then next week, I want next week to just be all about environmental obstacles. I want it to be about islands, sea monsters, rocks, stuff. I just want to make a lot of that content. Maybe a new temple. Yeah, that's going to be next week. Ship it. Yeah, I think still needs work. Yeah, this was really great. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Crew. Can we get a sea monster emote too? Well, let's see. Let's see how the sea monster ends up looking. The emote can be 28 by 28, so yeah, we can probably get something. Let's see what we end up with. I mean, we're probably just going to end up with tentacles like bubbling out from the surface, but yeah, that could be fun. But yeah, tomorrow we'll finish the ships. Yeah, and an ad's about to start, so I'm going to just end the stream. So I don't want to do that to every... Oh, well, whatever. The only people here are subscribers, so I guess it doesn't matter. But, yeah, this has been really nice. Hanging out with y'all. Tomorrow, I think we'll end the week strong. Some ship design. Some more ship designing. But yeah, I hope to see y'all next time. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.